Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. You join us for this match.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think anyone would have batted first in these conditions. Likely the openers will be licking their lips.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Wait on. Bowler.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Yep.
Edged it. There'll be 1 run here for them. Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Cummins from the north end.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Waiting.
Brilliant diving stop. Misses everything.
Nice one.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yeah.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot, stabs the ball away. The fielders had no chance.
8 runs added there. The Royals are 22 for none.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Royals are 30 for none.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait. Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Beaten on the drive.
Oh.
Cummins with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep. Bowler.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
Yeah!
Could that be out? Looks so.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. A couple on offer here.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
End of the over. 3 off it. The Royals are 33 for 1. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep. That's it.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Wait on.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yep.
In the air, looks to be landing safely.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Waiting.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved. Loud shout.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
10 runs added in that over. The Royals are 61 for 1. Singh, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep.
Finds the edge.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
Yep. Catch it. Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yep.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Timed that perfectly. That's the over. The Royals are 78 for 1. Sharma, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Solid partnership, 50. So far, now it's time to really build a big score. A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front. Foot, and that raced away for 4. Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait there.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Yep. Bowler's end. Wait on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Wait on. Bowlers. Ooh. Nice bowling. Yep.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait on. Bowler's end.
3 added in that over. The Royals are 93 for 1.
Yep.
Edged.
Keeper.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That's a really good half-century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate. Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Waiting.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Hyderabad found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Singh from the north end. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl. From the north end. Going with spin now.
Wait there.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Out! Good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah.
A lovely drive square.
Good return, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
There was a bit of width on that and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Right one.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yep.
Thick edge. Sharma has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
Yeah.
Catch it! A beauty, brilliant catch.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. Hetzmeyer shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Bold, disturbs the furniture.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Archer will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
Edged it.
Keeper.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Huge edge.
Hetzmeyer shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Massive edge. Bowled him. Beauty, absolute beauty.
Out for a duck. An innings that should have promised so much ends with a brilliant delivery that was almost unplayable.
Yep.
Nicked it. A couple on offer here.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Sharma doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. Cummins into the attack now from the north end.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
They got it well away square, nobody anywhere near it in the field to cut it off. Cummins giving away too much width.
Cummins shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Too much room, got what it deserved. Bowler is confident on this one.
Yep.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Head coming into the attack from the south end. Misses everything.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Yep.
A wonderful... delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
A few moves made in the field.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Petzmeyer didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Great shot.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
That ball has raced away. Fabulous footwork. The balance was perfect to get onto the back foot so easily.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Big shout.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Waiting. Yep.
Really good shot there.
Bowler.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Yep. Yep.
Super shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Bowler.
11 runs added there. The Royals are 204 for 7. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Hetmeyer has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on
Yep.
its merits.
Umpire signals wide, such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep. Yep.
Stumping! Oh!
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
And that's the end of the innings. Hyderabad have been set a target of 217 runs.
Scamper through for the leg bye, and the innings is underway.
Sharma comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yeah. No.
Straight to the fielder.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yeah.
Time that perfectly.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yeah.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely. There'll be 1 run here for them.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yeah. No.
Could be close.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Sharma, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yeah. Catch it.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yeah.
They'll get at least one. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Gone! Excellent catch close to the bat.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Yep. That's it.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
Judged the length absolutely beautifully, footwork was immaculate, but it was the hands that got that to the fence.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yeah.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though and stuck with 3.
Got right in behind it.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Solid defence, very compact. End of the over, 8 off it. Hyderabad are 43 for 1. Sharma from the north end.
Yeah.
Good shot, a beauty.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot. Quick onto that in the infield.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Sharma will be disappointed with that delivery.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
End of the over, 16 runs coming from it. Hyderabad are 59 for 1.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Ball is in.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Go!
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
No.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Curran, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Confident appeal, could it be? Caught, banged off the glove.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Yeah.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders, no chance.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing, lovely front foot shot that has raced to the boundary.
Yes.
Great shot.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. Archer back on now. What a shot. First ball, smashed it.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Archer shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Drives and misses everything.
Archer with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yup.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
No.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Bowler's end.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
With the
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
no.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Catch.
Taken! A really good one too.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yeah.
Good bit of timing there.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep, yep. No, no.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Massive chance.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. Hyderabad are 112 for 3. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
Yeah.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
First ball.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Pads that away.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
Misjudged
Yes.
that and takes a hit on the body. Needs to be on target. Trouble. Oh, gone.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Classy is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Good.
There's a run here, surely.
Sent back in the end. The run was on, but apparently they're content to keep the strike.
4 runs added in the over. Hyderabad are 116 for 4.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper. Yes. Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
That was pure elegance. Right out of the textbook, that shot.
A good contest. Here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Keeper.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Well bowled.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over, 10 off it. Hyderabad are 126 for 4.
Yeah. Bowler. Yeah.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. A couple on offer here.
Yeah. No, no.
There'll be one run here for them.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Ooh, nice bowling.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there. That was a good
ball.
slow ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Well bowled.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
5 runs added in that over. Hyderabad are 131 for 4. Going with pace now.
Yep, yep. That's it.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one. Finds the fielder with that shot.
No.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Nice bowling.
Chance!
No.
Totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket.
Yeah, yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
The timing on that was fantastic. Straight back at the bowler and raced away for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait.
Really good shot there.
Bowler.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yes. Keeper. No, no.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yeah, yep. Keeper. Yep.
that's a great
Nice
ball.
bowling.
Now, this was a super delivery. Just took some pace off. It really threw the batter, and it's just missed the stumps on the way through.
Bowled. What a... way to start the over.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Cummins, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Wow, that's missed a
Nice
lot.
bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yes. No.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Yep.
Could be close.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Sharma doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper. Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
Hit bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Misses everything.
Well bowled.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Keeper.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler.
Hyderabad weren't given much of an opportunity, a very tidy over. Curran coming back into the attack.
Into the attack for the Rajasthan Ravens.
Nice bowling.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap. Needs a direct hit.
Takes him into the 90s, and they may well be looking to get to 3 figures in 2 balls the way they're going.
Yeah. Bowler.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Drives and misses everything.
Curran with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yes.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
5 runs added in the over. Hyderabad are 167 for 6.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. There's a chance if this hits.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. It looked a pretty
Nice
good delivery,
bowling.
to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper. Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bowler. Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler's in.
A century full of brilliance. They've been so composed right from ball 1.
Beaten on the drive.
Well bowled.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning. Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep. Bowler's end.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Yeah.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close. Loud shout. So they do indeed signal for the review. Just feel it's a little bit foolish, seemed out to me.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Yep, nice bowling.
This could be trouble.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Nice bowling.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Yep. Well bowled.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Hyderabad are 183 for 8.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Yep.
Good pickup. Big chance.
Managed to get off the mark in a rather streaky fashion. The bowler won't mind that at all.
Gone right through the defences.
Bowling.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
Massive chance.
Yes.
Well bowled.
Yes. No.
Collects that one. Simple as you like inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Over. Hyderabad are 188 for 9.
Yep.
Yes, keeper. No, no, no.
Well bowled.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
On. Bowler's end.
This could be out.
No.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Yep, yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowler. Yep.
Gone. Takes it and seals the win.
That's a great win. It really did seem that first inning display had put enough runs on the board, and they've been able to defend it. Great bowling.